I have one hot take.
Okay, let me hear it.
Ugh,
That's your hot
that
take?
was it. Yeah.
Um, it's funny you say that because my hot take was, ugh. Um, seriously, it just irks me that it's so
Well,
blatant.
that's the thing with this whole series
Yes.
is that it moves fast because of the way it's written, and a lot of it is like, "Yeah, okay, sure, cool." My plan is to snoop through an unhinged, abusive guy's things so that I can get answers.
I mean, to be fair, we know she got some balls to begin with.
That's true. I mean, I probably
So,
would have done it too,
I
but
wasn't that scene wasn't so outlandish
I know, but
considering it was the least outlandish thing in this episode.
mhm,
Off topic, on topic, off topic. How is it that Aaron, who so in love with these women growing up, and he is a great guy. He's a horrible partner. Horrible. He's
yeah,
just not a good partner. We saw it with Pascal, and you thought we would learn his lesson. No, he's not a good thing with Jenna. Like he's just not a good
no,
relationship partner.
no,
Best guy for a friend.
no,
Absolutely. He's not a bad
yeah.
guy. He's just
Somebody spills a drink on Craig, so he goes to his room to change, and lo and behold, this little staffing bitch, Courtney, is in his bed. Whoa, boundaries. Number 1, what the fuck are you doing in my bedroom? And number 2, get the fuck off of my bed. That's for me and my dog.
and then maybe your husband. I noticed you said me and my dog.
Who chugs red wine? Like, he pours himself and chugs. Red wine is for sipping, for enjoying.
Unless you like stress the fuck out, you take anything with alcohol and just down that bitch. I've
You're
been
having a
there.
party. I'm sure
Well,
you could
the
have found a
naked, I think
shot of something
that's true.
or even a beer. I don't know. Like, I see people chug wine on TV, and I'm just like, "Why would you want to?" I don't know. Maybe I'm just being judgy.
I've done it in times of need, like, I've done it times of needs because I don't keep for me
But
personally,
there
I
but
don't
see,
keep that's a party. That's
that's
different.
the difference, right? Like, if you're
We
at a
don't have anything
party,
on You're right.
Aaron at this point, Aaron leaves because of his issues with Jenna, and I love Jenna. She's just standing there holding a piece of cake like, "Oh, well." Like, "Bye, bitch."
It was a pretty
Courtney what?
it was cut so pretty too. You could tell it was just
Uh-huh.
a prop. It was pretty.
Courtney comes back, and this bitch is drunker than Hegseth on a Thursday. He's like, you need to sleep it off. I'll give you an hour. I'm calling you a cab." Craig is like, "Come on, you gotta go. It's a long ride to Oyster Bay. Oh, it's an expensive cab." But he soon finds out you can't wake up a dead girl.
She did.
She
She
dead dead.
gone. She dead.
Yeah. And when he realizes this, right away you think, 911, help. No. No.
He's a politician, so that's the last thing you think of. You think of, let me call my dad slash fixer.
Meanwhile, they're in Dunnigan, Maine. They're looking for 303, house number 303. And they're like, "But it should be right here." Yes, it's that big pile of fucking rubble with with the pillar that says 303. It's I found it.
I
You
found it
guys are
too.
there. Like, duh, which way did it go, George? It's right there.
So obviously something happened. It's not like it was a vacant lot. I want to interject. I think I know why the series didn't continue.
Please.
The writers suck.
The
I said it.
the outline was good, but
The delivery sucked ass.
it just needed work. It needed like I think that they were not realizing just how smart audiences can be, and when
And
it
they're
feels
easily
fake.
turned off. Because even if you can't place your finger as to what bothers you, you know, like, this isn't for me. Also, completely off topic, your boobs are looking nice today. Nice. Love them. Okay.
Thank you.
I wish everyone could see your boobs like I can.
Oh, you don't want me to use this video?
Oh, absolutely. You can use it. You're
Yeah,
gonna
you
have
can
to
see.
adjust your camera just to get some boob.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, boobs. Okay, head
My
back.
Powerpuff Girls sweats.
Nice. You have a really nice neck too.
Oh my, thank you. Even the eczema and all.
What did I tell you? Stop,
Oh,
take it in, accept, and thank you.
and once again I failed. So the boss is like, "Well, if you really want to go through with this, I have to warn you, but we'll proceed."
I hate that morning. And here
Mhm.
we are in 2025. We still
Oh,
get
the
the
warning,
warning.
the
The
warning.
warning.
Mhm.
In 2025, we still get the warning
Do you think men get a warning?
to stop being
No, no, no.
inappropriate.
Like if
No,
they if they if they file a grievance against somebody at work, do you think that they get a warning? I know it's not as likely as the other way around,
I
but
think depending, I think, I could see them like you know, if it's like a big wig, they're like, you sure you want to do this? But in general, I don't think so.
so in Maine, Sam and Will go to the sheriff and they're like, "We demand answers." And the sheriff is like, "I'll give you answers." Again, the most unrealistic thing. You think that this small town sheriff is just going to come and answer to you? Do you think that that's what's going to happen? Because if you did, you'd be right. Okay. He is way too liberal giving out information. They're like, we have a right to know. And they're like, well, the other guy wanted to, oh, was his name Paul? Yeah, it was. Like, you should have just asked for his social security number and his mother's maiden name while you were at it. The sheriff is like, they both died in a fire. It was smoke and inhalation. And Will is like, I don't believe you. Prove it. And instead of saying, who the fuck are you asking these questions about and why do you want to know? He's like, no problem. Here's the file, pictures and everything, lab reports, whatever.
Another thing that pissed me off too, it's just the impossibility.
Of a cop just handing over information at willy nilly to people you don't, big city folk at that, right? And they're standing there like demanding information. You don't know who the fuck they are. They told you, oh, I'm so and so. You didn't ask for ID. You didn't sit them down. You didn't say, listen, let's hold on a second. Like, what is going on here? No, you were just like, cool. Ask me questions, demand things. I'd like to answer you.
Thinking, are you ready? Okay, hear me
Because
out.
I think we're thinking the same thing.
I think okay. So obviously Paula.
Maybe. Maybe
Paul
now he is Paula. Who knows?
Paul found them, I think, because they were already ingrained in this nice little small town where everyone knows everyone. She told the sheriff, "This is my story. He found us." And it would set up the fire and the pictures are all set up to get Paul away from them. And then Megan and Amy and some later on episode, probably episode 21 out of 22, are gonna pop up again.
That's exactly what I thought. And you know what else I
Yes.
thought? I was
What?
like, well, damn, they should have just named this small town county in Maine Cabot Cove because that sheriff was giving me a Detective Margarino is watching Henry with his friends outside of school. He's watching him smoke and he's eating a pizza. Okay. Detective Margarino is a New Yorker. He's eating his pizza wrong. Can anyone in this class tell me why he's eating his pizza wrong?
It's
But how much did Russell pay those fucking goons? And they missed an earring that was that obvious. And Craig, did nobody clean up after this party? How do you miss a fucking earring? Like, and this is another example of like really shitty show running.
but
I mean,
everything was cleaned.
right, that's what I'm saying.
It boggles the mind.
That was so weird.
Okay, not only were you frozen, you got frozen in a weird like facial position. So
Show me.
it's just like I was gonna take a picture, but as soon as I took a picture, you like logged off and logged back in again. I'm like, damn.
In the parking lot of the office, Paul catches up to Carla and calls her out on the investigation. And then he just turns right into his old self. He like grabs her, he slams her up against the wall. But luckily for Carla, a security guard happened to know and comes and breaks it up. And Paul is like, "We
You
were
didn't see
talking.
nothing,
You didn't see nothing." And he's like, "No, but that
but that
camera
camera
did."
did. He still wouldn't have been a good boyfriend or
I'm not
husband. He's not a
right.
good. Maybe he's just like me. We need to be alone. We're destined to be
Well,
alone.
or maybe Like Ross says, it only has to work out once, and that once is saved for Carla.
Okay, fine. Be a romantic.
At work, Carla's boss was like, "You're right, and you did the right thing." We dug a little deeper, and yeah, no shit. No fucking shit.
I know I was I don't need you to tell me I was right. I know I was right. I lived it.
Right, right,
What you
right.
need to come is like, "We fucked up. Here's the promotion."
Well, basically, right.
Yeah.
So you can have his job, you can have his office, and you can have anything you want from the office as long as it belongs to the company. And she's like, "There is one thing that I want." The one thing she wants is doesn't belong to the company, but I
I
guess we're
found
splitting hairs at this point.
yeah, I caught that.
For your theories, for your comments, for anything that has to do with this show. And until next time. Oh, no, wait. Don't drink and drive. I forgot that. Thank you. You're pointing. You could say it. You know the words. You know how to speak.
Do I? Do I really? Words are hard.
Yeah. Drink
Don't drink and
responsibly.
drive. Drink responsibly. And until next time, I'm Agnes.
And I'm Lisa, and we're out of here.
See you later. Bye.